Srila Prabhupada was born on Friday the 6th of February 1874 near the Jagannath Temple in Puri Dham to his father Kedarnath Datta and his mother Bhagavati Devi. Kedarnath Datta later became known as Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Srila Prabhupada was given the name Bimala Prasad by his parents, and from a young age he was highly intelligent, excelling academically and demonstrating a deep understanding of astrology. When he was in class 6, around the age of 10, his father, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, gave him a Harinam initiation as well as Nrishinga Mantra and Gayatri. In 1902, at the age of 28, and by the order of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bimala Prasad took initiation from His Divine Grace Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj and received the name Sri Varsha Banavi Daita Das. Soon after his initiation, he felt a divine calling to spread the loving message of Lord Chaitanya across the world and to please his beloved masters, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. However, before starting this, he first vowed to complete the chanting of 1 billion names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He chanted 192 rounds daily for 11 years to complete his vow. In 1914, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur passed away, and in the following year, in 1915, Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj also left his body and departed. Feeling bereft of his two spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada continued chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and put aside the idea of spreading Lord Chaitanya's message around the world. Then, one morning, whilst he was sitting in Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's Bhajan Kutir in Yogpith in Mayapur, he saw a bright and brilliant light coming from a jackfruit tree, and he had a vision of Lord Chaitanya appearing in front of him with all of his associates, including Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. They unanimously ordered Srila Prabhupada to start preaching and to spread the loving message of Lord Chaitanya to the world. Srila Prabhupada asked, "But who will give shelter to those who come to me and the movement?" They replied that he must give shelter to all who come to him on their behalf. Srila Prabhupada said to them, "I don't have any manpower, nor do I have the financial capacity." They replied, "We will send the manpower and all other resources to you." After this divine order, many spiritually elevated and intellectual personalities came to the service of Srila Prabhupada. Some of these great personalities were Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Hriday Bon Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Keval Odulumi Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, and Srila Bhakti Kushum Shraman Goswami Maharaj. They were all spiritual descendants of Lord Chaitanya, and each and every one of them were spiritual giants who made their mark through service to Srila Prabhupada and his mission. In 1918, on the day of Lord Chaitanya's appearance festival, Srila Prabhupada completed his vow of chanting 1 billion names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and on the same day, he inaugurated the first preaching centre called Sri Chaitanya Math in Mayapur. Seeing his spiritual feat and his determination to follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, the scholars of the Vaishnava world adorned him with the title Srila Prabhupada. From then on, he became known as Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Thakur, or simply Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada established his second preaching centre in Kolkata on 1 Ottadunga Junction Road. Between 1918 and 1936, in the space of 18 years, Srila Prabhupada and his followers established 64 preaching centres throughout India, promoting the fundamental principles of Lord Chaitanya's teachings, even though the country was under British rule. These teachings are still being taught to all who come to this movement, and they are to be non-sectarian, non-judgmental, to have compassion and kindness towards all living beings, to be humble, and to keep tolerance in all situations. In line with Lord Chaitanya's teachings, followers are also encouraged to free themselves from the material desires for name, fame, distinction, and recognition, and instead, they should engage themselves in chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. At 5:30 a.m. on the 1st of January 1937, Srila Prabhupada left his physical body in Bagbazar Gauriya Math in Kolkata. His holy body was then transported to Sridham Mayapur, where he was placed in Samadhi. A few days before his physical departure, Srila Prabhupada instructed all of his followers to stay united under the shelter of Srimati Radharani and to spread the loving message of Rup and Raghunath, the message of Lord Chaitanya, all over the world. In order to follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, one of his most intimate disciples, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur, established Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math, where the teachings of Lord Chaitanya are being distributed to all who come. Day by day, the loving mission of Lord Chaitanya is expanding, and we can see that many centres have been built by Srila Prabhupada's spiritual children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and by all of their followers. To celebrate the 150th appearance anniversary of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Thakur, Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math have arranged a divine gathering called Divya Samagam for everyone to unite under one banner and partake in spiritual festivities. We would like to invite all Gauriya Vaishnavas to attend and participate in this Divya Samagam, which will be taking place at Sri Gopinath Gauriya Math in Sri Puri Dham from the 16th to the 18th of October 2023. Please join us in our efforts to serve both Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya's mission. Through service to the Lord and to his devotees, we can deliver ourselves from the struggles of this material world and enter a life of eternal peace and bliss.